Hello everyone, welcome to our very first module on Lab Cinematography Digital. And today we're going to talk about script and screenplay. Well, at its core, a film is more than just a moving pictures. What film is actually an audiovisual communication medium that integrates narrative, acting, and cinematographic technology in order to convey messages, emotions, or stories to an audience based on a systematically structured script. In professional filmmaking process, it is divided into three critical phases. First is pre-production. This is our planning phase. We develop the idea, write the screenplay, and create visual tools like storyboards and shot lists. Next, we have production. It is the execution. Here we focus on the cinematography, like directing the actors and capturing high-quality sounds and B-roll footage. Next, you have post-production. This is the final assembly. This involves logging data, video and sound editing, color grading, and adding titles or visual effects in order to create the final cut. Now, you guys may heard of script and screenplay all the time, but what is the distinction between these two? Well, a script is a general term, a written document containing dialogue, actions, and any technical cues. Its scope is used in a much broader one, such as theater, radio program, and many other things. While the elements is usually just dialogues and settings, and the person who writes a script is called a scriptwriter, while a screenplay is a written document specifically structured for a film, television show, or a video. It has a very limited scope, only used in medias such as film and TV series, while its element can include character description, dialogue actions, transitions, and camera angle. The person who writes a screenplay is called a screenwriter. Now, what is a screenplay role? Well, beyond art, a screenplay is also a business document. Investors look at a spec script in order to judge three things. First, marketability. Will people pay to see this film? Next is attachment potential. Is the story strong enough to attract A-list actors or even its fans? Next is budget feasibility. Can we actually afford to build what is written on this page? For example, a full special effect movie would be much more expensive compared to a daily-to-day drama film. Next, here are what you should include in a pitch deck in order to gain investors' interest. First is a logline. This is the one-sentence hook. Next is the synopsis. This is the one-page summary. Next is the lookbook. It is a visual reference for the vibe, overall vibe of the film, how it will look, etc. And then the budget top sheet. This is a one-page financial summary. Now, a professional screenplay has specific technical elements. First, we have a scene heading or a slug line. This is located at the start of a scene. This is used to specify the location and time of the shoot. It sometimes begins with interior or exterior in order to indicate if the scene is shot indoors or outdoors, followed by a specific location and time of the day. This essential metadata helps the DOP or Director of Photography determine the necessary lighting equipment and technical setup for each of the shots. Next, we have action lines. This is what used to describe a visible on-screen events, focusing on what the audience can see. For example, when we are introducing Dumbledore on a dark street, the writer used capitalized text in order to emphasize the crucial details or even the specific actions that he did. This formatting ensures the key elements to stand out both for the production crew, making them impossible to miss during the filming. Next, we have the character name. Well, character names are often written in all caps and centered on the page, whenever they speak or even appear in a scene. This distinct positioning serves as a clear visual identifier, making it easy for actors and crew to track dialogues turned and monitor character presence throughout the story. Next, we have dialogues. This is words spoken by the cast. This is placed directly beneath the character's name in order to drive interactions. There is the specific indentations and centered name, enhance the readability, allowing the crew to quickly locate the line. In some cases where two characters speak simultaneously, dual dialogue is used by placing the name and dialogue blocks side by side in parallel columns in order to indicate they are overlapping speech. Next, we have parenthetical. This is what plays in parentheses directly beneath the character's name. This provides some brief instructions regarding the emotions, intonations, or even specific actions that the actors need to do. They act as a subtle guide for actors to ensure that the dialogue is delivered with the intended mood and physical nuances. One thing to note that, for example, in this case, the character stops smiling mid-conversation. This signals a shift to a serious or even a negative tone. Next, we have transition. This is what contains the editing instruction, such as cut to or even fade out, used to direct the visual shift between scenes. This is often positioned on the right side of the page, often followed by a new slackline to signal the start of next scene, and serving as a guide for narrative visual flow. Next, we are going to talk about the script function. Well, in cinematography, a script is far more than just a collection of dialogue. It is a technical instrument that drives every department in the production. Here are the few primary functions of a script. The first is blueprint and team communication tool. This is the most fundamental functions of a script, is to serve as the technical operational guide. It provides comprehensive information regarding instructions and specifications on a set. This ensures that every department understands the scene details and the specific responsibilities of each team member. The second one is visual guide for cinematographer. The script acts as a map for director of photography or DOP to determine the atmosphere and mood through specific lighting techniques. Furthermore, it guides camera movement in order to align with the story dynamics. For example, a fast-paced chase scene signals the camera department to prepare a specialized gear, such as gimbals, to achieve the desired visual aesthetic. Third is foundation for actor interpretation. Well, for actors, the script is the primary tool for deep character analysis. Through dialogues and action cues, performers can understand their character's motivation, emotional spectrum, and arc, following them to deliver an authentic performance in front of the camera. The fourth is budget and schedule management. Well, the script is the master document used to estimate the budget based on the production need, such as props, visual effects, and special location. It also simplifies shooting schedules. Since filming is rarely done chronologically, the script allows the team to group scenes by location for the maximum time efficiency. The last but not least is artistic reference for creative department. The script contains specific instructions that serve as a reference for all supporting departments. For the art director, the script functions as location description, help in building accurate and immersive set. For costume and makeup department, it ensures the actor's appearance align with the demands of a scene. For the sound department, it provides cues to prepare audio elements that strengthen the film's auditory dimensions. Now, let's talk about film crew roles. Film production is structured into several departments, covering both technical and creative side of the industry. First, let's start off with the production department. This is the backbone of the project, ensuring production runs smoothly from a business and logistical standpoint. First, we have the executive producer. This is a producer not involved in daily operation. They are usually an investor, a high-level studio executive, or even a senior consultant. Next, we have the producer. This is the person overall responsible for the film. They initiate the project, secure fundings, hire the core crew, and supervise the entire filmmaking process. Next, we have the co-producer. This is a partner invited by the lead producer to collaborate on the project. They are involved in production but have a smaller stake or role than the lead producer. Next, we have line producer. They are on the ground executor once the production begins. They manage the daily budget caps, timelines, and labor. Next, we have the unit production manager or UPM. They work under the line producer to ensure the logistic run well. They ensure the crew is healthy, the equipment isn't broken, the costs stay within the budget, and logistic arrive on time. Next, we have the production accountant. This is the one that manages the cash flow. They record all the income and expenses and work with the line producer in order to maintain the budget. Next, we have the location manager. This help find location that match the director's vision. They handle all the permits, rental fees, police clearance, and security to ensure a safe shoot. Next, we have the production assistant or PA for short. They provide general help to the production team. They are the quick responder for any urgent or sudden needs on set. Next, we have craft service. They are the one responsible for providing food, drinks, and snacks to keep the crew comfortable and energized. The second department that we're going to talk about is the directing department. They oversees the creative flow and actual filming process. First, we have the director. This is the primary creative authority. They contribute to everything from story flow, casting, hiring key crews, actor blocking, character development, location, music, and camera movement. Next, we have the scriptwriter. They help develop the story from a rough draft into a full screenplay. They ensure that the narrative works and characters are well developed for the audience. Next, we have Director Assistant 1. They assist the director with scheduling, managing talents and crews on set, coordinating breaks. They also ensure that the shoot stays on time and no scenes are missed. The second director helps manage background actors, or the extras, assist with the schedule, and prepare the call sheet for the next day. They also monitor progress in makeup and wardrobe. Next, we have the script supervisor. They are responsible for visual continuity. They watch a monitor to ensure that everything matches the script and remains consistent across every take and shot. The last but not least, we have visual continuity. They assist the script supervisor in ensuring there are no continuity errors between shots, making the footage easy to edit. Next, we have the casting department. They are the one who oversees the selections of actors. First, we have casting directors. Well, they are the one that consult with the director to understand the vision for the characters and help select the right actors for the roles. Next, we have talent coordinator. They help manage the actor schedule based on the AD's timeline and handles logistic or communication between the production and the talent. Now, let's start with the camera department. They are the one who control the visual capture of the film. Starting with Director of Photography or DOP, they are the one that translate the director vision into technical visual language. They choose the camera, lenses, lighting styles, and color tones. Next, we have Camera Operator. They are the one who operates the camera according to the DOP instructions. Usually, DOP and Camera Operator are the same person. Next, we have the Clapper. They provide the identity to the recorded footage. They uses a slate or a clapperboard to mark the scene and shot numbers as written in the script. Next, we have Gaffer. They are the head of the lighting department. They design the lighting setup to realize the director visual goals. Now, in order to ensure the background and the world of the film matches the story, this is the work for the art department or artistic department. First, we have the production designer. They are the one who design the overall visual look of a film. This includes the set color, prop, pattern, clothing, and makeup. Next, we have the set designer. They are the one that help design the specific interior and exterior sets based on the production designer direction. Next, we have the set dresser. They are the one who decide which specific items go into the set in order to make it look lived in or authentic. Next, we have the prop master. They are the one who tracks, finds, and manages all handheld objects or prop used in a film. Next, we have the runner or the buyer. They are the one who move quickly to buy or rent item needed urgently by the prop master or the set designer. Next, we have the production designer assistant. They help the production designer by standing by on the set to adjust the props, set cameras according to the camera framing. Next, we have the sound department. They ensure high quality audio recording. First, we have the production sound mixer. They are the one who monitors and balances audio levels, mixes sound, and selects the microphone used during the shot. Next, we have the boom operator. They assist the sound mixer by positioning the boom microphone to capture dialogue. Next, we have the sound assistant. They record the sound report, which help the post-production team sync the audio with the video. Next, we have the costume and makeup department. They ensure the character appearance fit the story. First, we have the costume designer. They design and select the clothing based on the character personality and the story needs. Next, we have the makeup artist. They apply makeup to the actors according to the requirements of the scene and characters. Next, we have the hairstylist. They style the character's hair to match the character's look. Next, we have the post-production department. They are the one who polishes the raw footage into the final masterpiece. First, we have post-production supervisor. They are the one who help the producer to manage the post-production process, both from scheduling to managing editors and artists. Second one, we have editor. They are the one who selects and assembles the best shot. They work closely with the director to build the story. Next, we have the colorist. They adjust the color of the footage to ensure the consistency and to create the film's specific mood or even atmosphere. Next, we have the visual effects artist or the VFX. They create digital effects or addition required by the story. We also have the rotoscope artist. They help remove unwanted objects like stray microphones or even a crew member that were accidentally caught in the frame. For the audio segment, we have composer. They're the one who creates the musical score to enhance the story emotion. Last but not least, we have the Foley artist. They are the one who record custom sound effects like footstep or even cloth rustling in order to make the film more immersive. Now, after we learned about the crew roles specifically, now it's time for you to learn how to write a screenplay. First, we start with creating the log line. This is starting with one sentence that feature a protagonist, the goal, and a conflict. Next, we develop the film treatment. This is writing a short story version using a 3-act structure. For example, from setup, confrontation, to resolution. Next, we build the story framework. This is map out all the plot points and the climax that you want the audience to know. The fourth is rough draft. This is basically just write everything fast, don't be a perfectionist, just get the story down. And the final one is editing and finalization. This is basically where you trim off the fat or the excess story that isn't needed, fix the dialogue, and ensure your formatting meets the industry standard. In conclusion, the screenplay is the blueprint for the entire production. It guides the actor's emotions and the DP lighting and producer's wallet. Without a solid script, you don't have a movie. You just have an expensive footage. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope that you learned something from this and see you next time. Bye bye.